How's it going, everyone? So in this video I've got a new weapon to, well, it's not new, it's very old and it's been in the game for a while actually, so it's not new. It's one of the original weapons that were in Destiny 2, but I've never actually done a review on it, so I did take this into the Crucible and play around with it in PvE. This thing is probably one of the worst weapons I've used. So I would recommend, if you ever get one, just infuse it into something else or hold on to one in case the meta changes. It might turn out to be good eventually, I don't know. That's the thing with Destiny, when they do updates you just don't know what the meta is going to be, and there may be a weapon that you had months ago that could be really good now. So it's always tough trying to get rid of weapons unless you have a similar pulse rifle to this that you feel like is a lot better than this one. I mean, it's a tough one. Like, my vault is currently full of pretty much every single weapon. All my characters are full. I don't even know what to do with them all. But anyway, let's have a look at the perks. So we have SC Hollow, so that's the scope, and we have LB Assault, which increases the range but slightly decreases handling speed. Moving on, we've got high caliber rounds, which is what everyone wants on a weapon for the Crucible. We've also got steady rounds, so if you would prefer to have more stability, you can always put that on as well. And we have a pulse monitor. Auto reloads part of the magazine when wielder is critically wounded. Now, you will need this, especially if you're going to try and use this weapon in the Crucible. I advise avoiding the Crucible like the plague with this weapon. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay, just take it from me. This gun is absolutely garbage in the Crucible. Just don't even use it. Like, I tried to, and it was, I don't know what it was. Like, my aim just felt really off with this gun, and also it just takes forever to kill someone. You would literally, because the fire rate is quite slow, so you'd literally like tickle someone or pepper them with the first burst, and they would run away, hide, get their health back, and come back and pummel you with an auto rifle, or run at you with anti-ope, or just pick you off at a distance with a scout rifle. So this, like, currently in Destiny, pulse rifles are pretty bad. There are only a couple that I would actually bother using in the Crucible. So pulse rifles haven't had their time to shine at the moment, unfortunately, and this one is definitely the lower one, like the bottom of the list of pulse rifles. I mean, there might be someone out there that really gets on with this weapon, but I don't. I personally don't, and I just want to give you like the honest opinion, my honest opinion on how these weapons work in both PvE and PvP. So like I said, in the Crucible, it's very slow fire rate, so you're going up against people that are using auto rifles, so your aim is going to be all over the place. And with pulse rifles, you need that stability, you need to be able to hit your targets, because pulse rifles at the moment are the slowest killing weapons out there in the Crucible, and they are tough, and I'm waiting for them to have their moment of stardom, their time to shine, but unfortunately at the moment that is not it. So I am probably going to hang on to one of these and just put it in my vault just in case, because you never know, you just never know. Using it in PvE is just the same as any other weapon. I don't really recommend using it, but because there's better weapons out there, for example scout rifles and auto rifles, those are the two weapons that I go for when I'm doing PvE. And even hand cannons are pretty good, but pulse rifles just don't seem to be good in Destiny 2, which is a shame, because I was a huge pulse rifle fan back in D1, especially with the Hawksaw and the Grasp of Malak. Those two were definitely my favourites, and the PDX 45. So many good pulse rifles in Destiny 1. So with this weapon, you are better off taking a screenshot of this weapon, printing it out, creating a fancy little paper aeroplane and throwing it at the enemy. It would do more damage and it would probably be more effective, to be honest. I really did not get on with this pulse rifle, as you can probably tell by the way I'm talking about it. It definitely gets a thumbs down from me, and I will never be using it again. So to save you the time of trying to see if this weapon's any good, just take it from me, it's not great. And Obviously, everyone plays differently, so there may be someone out there that does enjoy this weapon, but I personally don't. So anyway, it definitely gets a thumbs down from me. So anyway, that's it from me. I hope you found the video helpful. Let me know in the comments below if there are any weapons you'd like to see a review on, and I will be happy to help. Anyway, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.